Hi everybody, it's Debbie and welcome to Debbie's Journals. If you're returning, I appreciate you coming back, and either way, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I'm going to be doing a flip of my Fauxbonichi. This is from last September. This is a different book. This was a different book for me. I was I had been watching Elizabeth at Never Hopeless, and she was talking about the Staples gridded notebook, which I don't believe this is exactly like hers, but in any case, I tried it out. What I didn't realize or didn't notice was it says reversible graph paper. So on one side it's 4 squares per inch, and on the other side it's 5 squares per inch, which I did not like. I didn't like the smaller squares because it's hard for me to write small. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to try and get through this kind of quick because since it's last September, obviously I'm a year behind in doing flips. This was September 1st, and what I love here, this was Fun Time Friday and was Add a Cat. I had gone to the thrift store with my sister and we bought some books, and one of them just happened to be a book about a Hawaiian family that finds a cat. And this book was I don't want to say made in Hawaii, but it was written by a Hawaiian. This is just, I took a photocopy of the picture and did not cut it out of the book. I love the book, and anybody who knows or has seen my pages know how fascinated I am with Hawaii stuff, so I just love that. Got some happy mail from Darcy. Love that. These, she sent these adorable little face stickers. Can you see this? Love, love, love those. Plus a lot of other great goodies that I used here. My sister was over this weekend and we made some, if you can see these, baby shower invitations. We had a great time doing that, and this is a picture of my grandsons. This was back during Hurricane Harvey had just gone through Texas, and they spent the afternoon, my son, his wife, and the boys, working at a donation center, boxing up supplies. And then my son and a bunch of men from the donation center drove out to Texas to turn them in and helped to clean up. So I was really proud of him for that, although a little bit scared too, because I was concerned about him going out there where all the flooding was. Some more sister weekend. We watched Rogue One on Netflix, which we really enjoyed. And my son, I don't think this actually happened on that day, but Rachel had posted that he had finally completed the last of his tests for his bachelor's degree. So very proud of him for that. He has come such a long way. I may have said this in a previous video, but we had some really, really, really rough teen years. He quit school at 17, and really, even before that, we had a rough time. But anyway, nevertheless, he got his GED, joined the Army. He works full-time. He's still in the reserves. He coaches the kids' baseball teams, and he went to school and got his bachelor's degree all at the same time. I don't know how he did it. I guess that's how it is when you're young. I don't remember. It's been so long ago since I was young. Anyway, very, very proud of him. Just some more stuff with my sister and Labor Day. Here was another hurricane coming in. We had a lot of hurricanes last fall. This was Hurricane Irma. I love this picture of the earth, and that is just so cool. Some more Pete the cat. This is my grandkids, love that. And then I got this picture off of Facebook. My daughter-in-law posted that. That's my oldest grandson, Logan, with like 8 books spread out around him that he's turning around in a circle and flipping through and reading. And on the post, I put, I said, how many books can one 8-year-old boy read? And Logan responded through Rachel on Facebook, all of them. So anyway, he's a cutie pie and such a smart boy. Here's a little tip-in I did. I had made this with some distress paint. And this is the Friday prompts. Here's one of the faces that Darcy sent me. I made a little flower out of her. Love, love, love those. Some more Pete the cat. It's more information about the hurricane that was coming. There was a lot of different conflicting information about where it was going to hit and etc. And I was really concerned about it because although we're nowhere near the coast, it does tend to spawn tornadoes once it moves inland. So anyway, I went out and spent the weekend with my son and his family. We had a little fire in their fire pit and really had a lovely time. More news about Hurricane Irma. Also, it was September 11th that weekend, and as part of their school, Rachel, she homeschools them. My daughter-in-law always does some kind of September 11th, teaching. Anyway, we went online and we watched some YouTube videos, which I have never seen the memorial that they have put up. And if you get a chance, if you haven't seen it, you should go out to YouTube, and there's a walking video of the memorial, and it was just gorgeous. Anyway, I'm so glad I got to see that. Some happy mail from one of the ladies in the group, and I love this little envelope she put in there with this cute little card. Isn't that adorable? And her gorgeous paintings that she does. Some more happy mail from one of the other ladies. This happy mail from Elizabeth. I used her envelope and then I cut pieces of it off and used it. And then here's her sweet little card. And I went with a friend to karaoke. I do not karaoke, but she does. So I found this little picture on wherever, Pinterest or somewhere, so I put that in. And here's this, look at this adorable little envelope that Elizabeth sent me in her happy mail with her little zine in it. It's just adorable. Just some more, lots of pages. What I love about these pages is how big they are. They're 8.5 by 11 size, which was fabulous for doing, a full day. Sometimes I did 1 day over both pages, but usually I could put 1 page per day. Here's my little shopping expedition to Publix, and I used their little card to, had some M&Ms, and then I put some receipts from the day in this little pocket. These came from off of somebody's Happy Mail, and this was somebody's Happy Mail too. Cannot remember who. Here's a little collage I did. Some of these things came from my, not my Flow magazine, the other one, I can't remember what it is. And then some of these were Happy Mail items, I think from Jan, and I can't remember who else. These are little hearts that the kids had punched out for me. And this banner, these came from Shannon, I remember that. I'm so glad to use those on here. They were perfect for it. And just some more fall pages, lots and lots of fall pages. I think this is, even though I didn't like the back of the book, as you can see, I can't really write within those lines. I like the size of it. And, oh, here's my little doodle. And I put on here, this is why I don't doodle, because I don't doodle well. Anyway, I love this mushroom. This was a journal I had bought online, and then a little, what do you call that book? Like a tassel, I don't know what you call those, but anyway. And I cut these off of her envelope packaging that she sent this in. And then the boys did, well, Logan did the 5 on Friday with me. And so I made a copy of his page and put it in here. Jackson, I put on here, marches to his own drummer. He wanted to put gelatos on a page and then ink spray on top of it. So, love both of their pages. This is also something that came from the Happy Mail that I got. Just love her card. Why is it that other people's mixed media cards always look better to me than my own? But it's just gorgeous. I love the way she did it. I was talking here about us going to a laundromat because my washing machine was leaking. Although the laundromat we went to did not look anywhere near as nice as that. But the boys were playing an old stand-up Galaga game, and I told them I wanted to play, and Logan just looked at me like, shaking his head like, yeah, whatever, Grandma. And his mouth, I'm a great Galaga player. I used to play it a lot. So anyway, his mouth dropped open when I cleared all the boards and got the highest score on the game. So I'm not quite as antique. Well, I guess I am antique because I can play stand-up Galaga, but he didn't think I knew anything about it. This is just some stuff about my delivery of my new washer. Another 5 on Friday, which Logan did with me, and Jackson just did some drawings. This was my mother's birthday party, so just some pictures of the family. Love this October page, it's so pretty. And I love this little TV. It was a sticker. I wish I had more of those. I tried everywhere just to find those TV stickers, but I couldn't find them. This was like in a pack with a bunch of like this stuff, but only one of the TVs. Anyway, this was this was the shooting in Las Vegas, and then the next day Tom Petty died. So I just kind of did a black and white page for that. Some more happy mail from Miss Elizabeth. She's so stinking generous. And just some other things that I had. This is an envelope I made the year before. Just did some shaving cream paint, and then a note from a friend. Another collage page. I was really trying to use up some old ephemera, and this little cute Alice in Wonderland thing came from Jan. I had had that for a long time. I finally put that in. Here's a picture of me back in elementary school. I had taped it in so it wouldn't fall out of the pocket. This was the baby shower day for the invitations that my sister and I made. And then I took this. She had little sea creatures on her tables because the theme of the baby's room is like under the sea or something. Anyway, I took that home and put that in. And then I got this beautiful, hopefully I'm in, oops, sorry, I'm not in screen, sorry. This came from Lynn. She stamped this girl and colored it and put it on this card. It's beautiful. Just love that. You know what? This book is so big it's hard to fit in my screen. Anyway, just some more Halloween stuff. This was Journal at Monday. I loved that. I'm sorry we don't have that anymore. Maybe we should bring that back. Another Fun Time Friday. Love these jeans. I got those that day. I'd never had jeans with rips in them before, although they weren't really rips because behind them was the fabric, but or it was backed with fabric. Went back up the next day to get some more. No more there. Haven't been able to find any since. This is a collage I did for another online group, and actually this is just a picture of the collage. But I love how that turned out. And then this was a double rainbow one day when I was out driving back before you're not allowed to even put your phone in your hand. I was actually at a traffic light when I took that picture. Some more journalette questions. I loved going back and looking over these and reading over these. This came from a magazine. Another little collage I did. I need to do some more collagey pages. Really like the way this turned out. These are some leaves the kids and I made. We did watercolor markers and something else I've forgotten. Distress ink, I think. And then we used my stamp punch to punch that out. Little page with the boys where they spent the weekend. There's Logan playing ball and Jackson playing in the dirt with his little friends with their truck. And then they took their little kitty toys and we're racing them down my hill through the grass. They had a blast. Some more leaves that we made. We went out to a pumpkin farm. One of the questions on here was, where was I born? And I answered that, and I went back and found this old picture of the house that I lived in, or my mom lived in when I was born. And we had gone back years and years and years later, and I took a picture of it. Of course, I have no memory of it because I was like 1 year old, but anyway, it's a cute little house. And then just some more fall stuff. I really love the fall colors, the fall look. Love this. Sorry if it's glare. These crazy little pumpkins with their metal things for their mouths and everything. And just some more fall stuff. That's the good thing about having big pages, is you can put lots of photographs on them. And just some more, using up my Halloween stickers, trying to use them up. I think I still have some of these left. Like this page too. I love lanterns. I collect lanterns. Well, I don't collect them. I have a few. And I did this with a stencil, and then I just attached some leaves that the boys and I had punched. This is just a close-up of my, fall mantle. And just blew it up really big and just cut off the top of it. There's a picture of me and Rachel and her mom. I have very few pictures of the three of us together, so I really like that one. Turned out cute. I love these little letters I got from the Dollar Tree. Not Dollar Tree, sorry, Michael's. They were $1. They're $1 in a pack, but they were alpha letters, and then they had little animals on them, or animals like this one with the bee, had a bat. I'm not sure what that Z is supposed to stand for, but anyway, I love those letters. I need to find some more. So here's Halloween Day. And then that's basically the end of this book. I had gone back later because I had some empty pages and asked the boys to draw their handprint and color in turkeys. So they did that for me. And that was it for this book. So I appreciate you hanging out with me and looking at that. And if you would, hit the like button, or please leave me a comment. I actually love reading your comments. So if you'd leave me a comment, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.